And there they go. They're off, fan trotting 10 count on the far outside. Here comes Mahatu Oz quickly along the rail. As they sprint down the backstretch, Mahatu Oz gets away cleanly a length and a half, followed by Howlake away nicely in second as they move midway on the turn. Braxton is settled down in third. After that comes Sparks Fly as they move midway on the turn of the quarter-mile pole. After that comes 10 count. 2 more lengths into Rare Landing. Trailing the field, top rank with My Cherie Me. Far back after the break as they race by the opening quarter. In 29 and 1/7 are on gate and racing past the stands. Tony Hall and Mahatu Oz being sent and sent hard today. Halakai tracking second. Braxton with his brothers in third as they sweep around the lower turn. Trot to the half-mile pole. Spark Fly looks like he's getting itchy to roll out of the four-path as they hit the half-mile pole. 10 count is next. Here comes Top Rank up on the outside. Rare Landing shuffle back to seventh. And Ma Cherie Me with a lot of work to do, and time is running out for him. Quarter 29 and 1/2 and 58 and 3. Mahatu Oz continues to lead the way here. Sparks Fly just doing that as he sweeps up on the outside, second and challenging around the final turn. The favorites are 1-2, and they are engaged by 3/4. Mahatu Oz trying to go all the way in the front, and he's trying to repel the bid of Sparks Fly. We have a dandy brewing here by 3/4 in 128 and 2. Might be down to the 2 favorites at the top of the stretch. Mahatu Oz brings him on home. Sparks Fly up on the outside, but he is not good enough. Second best today. Mahatu Oz is in hand and in command. He just jogged in here, folks. Number 5, Sparks Fly looks like the 7 top ranked. Third, Unofficial in 156. And there they go. They're off, fan pacing Clear Choice DeVee. The clear leader off the gate as they race down the backstretch. Way out into the middle of the racetrack, Western Era is on go early second. Around the top turn, Mr. Tanaki settled down in third. He's now second once again. Dropping into the 3-hole, Western Era. Moving midway on the turn, Billy V is fourth as they circle to the quarter mile. That's Mixed Emotion, Under Your Scars, and Caviar Donovan. Coming from off the pace today, it's a solid opening quarter. Driving up on the outside, here is Western Era, 27 and 3. Western Era clears, opens up a length and a half. Fouled in second by Clear Choice DeVee. Around the lower turn, Mr. Tanaki with the leaders in third. Here comes the outer tier. Under Your Scars moves up on the outside. Caviar Donovan is now moving with some live cover. They hit the halfway point. 55 and 4, continuing down the backstretch. Billy V shuffle back sixth. Seventh on the outside. Mixed Emotion. They're side by side and stride for stride as they roll into 3/4. Western Era continues to lead the way. Clear Choice DeVee is second. Doing the dirty work on the rim, that is Under Your Scars. Keep a long look at the 8. Caviar Donovan. He's now floating up on the far outside as they side wheel by 3/4 in 124 and 4. Top of the stretch. They're in the stretch. It's Western Era, Clear Choice DeVee. Caviar Donovan is out in the Fort Campbell parking lot. They're deep into the stretch, and it is all Western Era. It's going to be Western Era tight for second. Clear Choice DeVee, Caviar Donovan. Mr. Tanaki was fourth in a fast, and here it comes, 152. And there they go. They're off and trotting. Nurse Mo and Stevie Ray both leaving together. Quickly on the rail, here comes Cessna Pride to join the early party as they sweep on the upper turn. Moving up from between horses. Partner Dolan is next, looking for a seat, followed by Mocha Java. After that, Brodeur, he'll come from the back, along with the 5 Cupid Express. Seating arrangements are complete, and this is a no-holds-barred quarter here. They straighten out here in front of the grandstand. Trot to the half mile, 27-1. Look for the closers in here. Being sent and sent hard. It is Stevie Ray today. Stevie Ray on top by 3. Cessna Pride flying high in second. Followed by Nurse Mo in third. Partner Dolan is fourth. Here comes Where's Jesse trotting up on the outside. Mocha Java Brodeur is underway from seventh. And Boo Randy D will pick up that cover with Cupid Express. And they're at the halfway point, 56-2. Up the backstretch, they roll to the three-quarter pole. Rolling right along it is Stevie Ray with about a 5-length advantage. Stevie Ray continues to lead the way. Here comes Cessna Pride. Trotting up on the outside, Where's Jesse Brodeur is moving with him. As the back markers begin to close in, can Stevie Ray continue to lead the way? It is Stevie Ray on top by 4, followed in second by Cessna Pride. As they move midway on the turn, out from between horses, Partner Dolan. Keep an eye on him. He's under a full head of steam, racing by 3/4 in 125-3. They're into the stretch, and here comes Partner Dolan up on the outside, trying to hold life and death Stevie Ray, but he's not going to do it. It is Partner Dolan on top. Partner Dolan, Stevie Ray, a breaking 2, Mocha Java, and a fast closing Brodeur. Please hold all tickets in here concerning the breaking horse at the finish. Field is now in motion. And there they go. They're off fan pacing, way to a good start between horses. Mission Command, Skyline, Hanover. Using that rail advantage, settles down in second. Quickly between horses, Swiss Bank Hanover gets the lead. Swiss Bank Hanover pacing clear, a length and a half. Here's Pike Rock moving up on the outside, second and challenging. Mission Command got away nicely in third, looking for the 4-hole and getting it. Pacific Stride as they race by the opening quarter. After that, Skyline Hanover, Big Boy Frazier, Rock and Roll High. And Young Frau, they're by the opening quarter, a sharp 27-2. They are racing past the stands. Pike Rock has now got the top by a length. Pike Rock, Swiss Bank Hanover second. Mission Command with the leaders in third. As they side wheel through that lower turn, pace to the half-mile pole. Pacific Stride looks to flush. Young Frau is up on the outside. Action galore here. They're at the halfway point. Straightening out for the long journey down the backstretch, 57-2. They are side by side and stride for stride. Pike Rock is going right down the turnpike by a length and a half. Sweeping up on the outside, Pacific Stride inching up on the outside. Here comes Swiss Bank Hanover, fighting back along the rail. Out from between horses, Mission Command getting a beautiful journey now. After that, Skyline Hanover on their way to 3/4. Rock and Roll High is next, followed by Big Boy Frazier, and dropping out of it now, that is the 7 Young Frau, racing by 3/4 in 126-2. We're down to 7 as they fan out in the drive to the wire. Pike Rock under Moo Randy D. Swiss Bank Hanover is now closing resolutely between horses. It is Pike Rock, coast to coast. Swiss Bank Hanover second, really tight in a 3-way photo for third, and it is Unofficial here in 155-1. Looks like the 7-horse Young Frau is not going to finish this one. And there they go. They're off and trotting. Sweet Mr. Pine Tucky will test the waters. Jacked in Pilgrims Image out of the second tier. Swan of Dreams and Golden Wall Oz. And this was a real scramble royal here. They're quarter pole bound and striking the front. That is Stride the Hill, who has the gloves off early. Stride the Hill on top by a diminishing half a length. It's a Herbie rolls up on the outside second, jumping off Stride further back in the field. That is the 3 Pilgrims Image. The 3 is on a break as they trot by the opening quarter, 27 seconds flat, racing past the stands. It's a Herbie carves this one out. Stride the Hill is now second. Jacked is third. Golden Wall Oz looks to strike out a fourth. Followed by Lucky Stormin is next as they make their way through the lower turn. Trotting clear by a length and a half. The leader is It's a Herbie. It's a Herbie. Stride the Hill second. Jackton's third. Golden Wall moves up on the outside. Lucky Stormin is next as they straighten out down the backstretch. Fouled up on the outside by Per Lucky from the back of the pack. Sweet Mr. Pine Tucky off stride the 9 Swan of Dreams on the early breaker Pilgrims Image as they hit the halfway point in a solid 55-1 down the backstretch to 3/4. It is It's a Herbie on top. Stride the hill, poised to strike out of the pocket. Moving up on the outside, an uncovered Golden Wall Oz as they race by 3/4. It's getting faster now. 123-3. They're fanned out 7 wide in the drive to the wire. Bringing them on home. It's a Herbie. Golden Wall begins to close in on the outside. Is going to reel him in. Here comes Golden Wall to get the lead. Golden Wall gets there. It's a photo. Lucky Storm and make that. It's a Herbie was next, followed by a late closing Stride the Hill in 152-3. And there they go. They're often pacing I Am a Man at Heart. First to show off the wings, followed by Sure Thing Captain along the rail. As they race down the backstretch, Goosebumps the Frog is next. They are quarter pole bound, and I Am a Man at Heart drives clear by an easy 2 lengths further back in the field. That's Mr. Rock My Night, who was a very, very slowly. And they are still battling for a position. And here comes Swing Dancing, surging up on the outside to strike the front. By the opening quarter, Swing Dancing swings them by there, 27 seconds flat. They're racing past the stands. Here comes Goosebumps the Frog up on the outside, holding his spot along the rail. I Am a Man at Heart. After that comes Deputy Dog, splitting his rivals in fourth as they move midway on the turn. Sure Thing Captain a bit slowly from that advantageous rail position. As they hit the clubhouse turn, moving up on the outside, Get Cash Ready. Shuffle back toward the rail, Mr. Rock My Night. They're flying in here 55-2 up the backstretch. Swing Dancing continues to lead the way. I Am a Man at Heart in the second. Goosebumps the Frog is now third as they approach 3/4. Next 3 are all heads apart. Deputy Dog along the rail. Get Cash Ready moving out from between horses. Moving up on the outside, Mr. Rock My Night. Nothing yet today from the one who is now buried on the rail. Sure Thing Captain, 124-2. This one is absolutely wide open at the top of the stretch. Any of 7 could get the money here as they drive through the stretch. It is Swing Dancing and a host of others. Here is Get Cash Ready up on the outside, and I Am a Man at Heart gets there. I Am a Man at Heart. 4-way photo for second in 153-4. And there they go. They're often trotting landing strip on the far outside. Captain Jack or Velvet is in between horses. Look like a sluggish start here for the 8. MJR's Jesse Jet as 7 continue to scramble midway on the turn. Landing strip on the outside goes on by to get the lead. Jumping off stride, that's the 5. Captain Jack or Velvet as they race by the opening quarter. Now settle down in second, the Great Wall of Love Oz. Trotting past the stands on the opening quarter, Spell Good Looking is third. As they hit the opening quarter in a soft 28 seconds flat, they're racing past the stands to the half-mile pole. Multinational grinds it out in fourth. Jumping off stride behind him connects Benedict. Next comes You Ain't No Fool. Back down trotting Mr. Jesse's Jet. And at the end, it's Captain Jack or Velvet. They are really spaced out in here. As they race to the half-mile pole, landing strip is going well. Landing strip will try to go all the way in the front end. Fouled in second by the filly, the Great Wall of Love Oz, as they straighten out for their long journey down the backstretch. Spell Good Looking inching up on the outside, followed by Multinational as they chug into 3/4. You Ain't No Fool is next. The others are well back and seemingly out of it. As we begin to do battle by 3/4, along the rail, it is Landing Strip who leads the way. Landing Strip by a diminishing half a length. Spell good looking, moves up on the outside. Ready to pounce out of third, Tony Hall and the Great Wall of Love, Oz. Up on the extreme outside comes Multinational. We're down to these four inside the final eighth of a mile and going on by. Spell, good looking. The Great Wall is closing in, but it's too little, too late. Spell, good looking in front. The Great Wall of Love, Oz, was second. Landing Strip was third and one. Multinational fourth. It's Unofficial at 155 in 2. And there they go. They're off and pacing. Slow start for the 7. Golden Fort. Alice Hill kicks out. She's now a little bit rough as they sprint down the backstretch. Scramble Royal here from the outside. Beauty of the Sea forges to the front. Tell Me Honey starting her pretty good from second. A big gap now to Guitar's Cadillac is into third. Late lever from post 8, Always Barefoot, as they chug to the quarter-mile pole. After that comes Nice and High. As they move by the opening quarter, Check the Debt. Golden Fort trails the field. They are really strung out in here, about a 16th of a mile from tip to tail. And Beauty of the Sea has seized the front. Tell Me Honey second. Guitar's Cadillac is third. Always Barefoot fourth. Check the Debt moving up on the outside. Nice and High got shuffled back toward the rail. Alice Hill could not use that rail advantage, and now, in fact, she is off stride in seventh. Golden Fort with a lot of work to do. She's very rough gated. She's off stride. And nearby the halfway juncture in 56 and 1. Continuing down the backstretch. Pacing along on top with a widening 3-length advantage. Beauty of the Sea. Followed in second by Tell Me Honey. As they approach three quarters, gap of 5 lengths to Guitar's Cadillac. Moving up on the outside, Always Barefoot. We'll see if he can chase down the pace setter with about 5 lengths to make up by three quarters and 1:23 and 4. A relentless pace for maidens, top of the stretch. They're into the stretch. Beauty of the Sea brings them on home. Out from between horses comes Tell Me Honey, followed by Guitar's Cadillac, and up on the outside, Always Barefoot. They're still closing in on Beauty of the Sea. Jumping off stride, that's the 8, but quickly catches. Could be the 8, but please hold all tickets in here. 8, Always Barefoot. 5, Guitar's Cadillac. And 4, Beauty of the Sea. Please hold all tickets here in the 8th. And there they go. They're off and pacing. Spent Big and Mr. Nut and Nice. Fall Classic gaining nicely along the rail as they race down the backstretch. Taking over command of 2, We Will Rock You, Oz. He'll lead the way to the first turn. On his heels in second, Fall Classic, as they move midway on the opening turn. Mr. Nut and Nice is third. Big gap now taking over a seat. That is KB Sweet Caroline as they chug to the quarter-mile pole. A gap of 3 lengths to Spent Big. Springhouse, Ms. Mac, and Sage on rides the tailgate as they race past the stands. We Will Rock You, Oz, under no hurry right now. He's just motoring right along. Fall Classic is second. After that comes Mr. Nut and Nice in third. Moving up on the outside, second bid for Joey Putnam with KB Sweet Caroline. Back markers also begin to get underway. Here comes Sage on stage. Moving up on the outside, picking up some live cover as they hit the halfway point. Spent Big has been shuffled back into 6th, 7th up on the outside on the comeback trail for the mare Springhouse Ms. Mac. They're at the half in a soft 58 and 2. Continuing down the backstretch. We Will Rock You, Oz continues to lead the way. Sweeping up on the outside, KB Sweet Caroline. She's getting a diamond journey in here. First 4 are side by side and stride for stride by three quarters in 1:26 and 1. Little bit of separation now as they fan out 4 wide in the drive to the wire. KB Sweet Caroline fighting back on the rail. We Will Rock You, Oz. Fall Classic looks to close between horses. In between horses, Mr. Nut and Nice, but it's KB Sweet Caroline to the wire. We Will Rock You Oz was second. Going to be a photograph for third in here. The mile 155. And there they go. They're off and pacing. Racing party between horses. Rogers Image along the rail as they dart down the backstretch. Bay City is also on the move. Getting left is now Rock Jagger. Drives up on the outside and the late lever on the extreme outside. Here comes Whammer Jammer. Along with Night Out, they are quarter pole bound. Night Out driving wide and hard. Goes on by Rock Jagger to get the quarter call. Followed by Rogers Image, who is now settled down in third, 26-4. Three deep, racing past the stands. Here's Rogers Image on the outside of Night Out. After that, Rock Jagger, followed by Bay City. From out of the second tier, Rock Steady Ron. The other mare comes out of the second tier. That is Kentucky Lady, as they continue to battle around the lower turn. Next comes Duwas Boy. They're at the halfway point in 54-4. They're out of the turn and down the backstretch. Rogers Image continues to lead the way. Night Out is second. Along the rail, Rock Jagger is into third. Here's Bay City moving up on the outside as they chug into three quarters. Pacing away on top, it's still Rogers Image who continues to lead the way. Rogers Image is on top, right alongside in second, Bay City. Night Out continues to chug along the rail third. Rock Jagger is up on the outside. Here's Rock Steady Ron moving up on the outside as they race by three quarters. It is Rogers Image who continues to lead the way. Bay City attacking on the outside second. Nowhere to go for the early pace setter, Night Out. They're in deep stretch. It is Rogers Image and Bay City. Rogers Image wins it. Rogers Image scores here in 151. 3-4, Bay City was second. Field is now in motion. And there they go. They're off and pacing. Bryson, Scrappy Sam, and Ideal Ace are all out for the lead as they race down the backstretch. Emerging now, here comes She's a Hot Muffler to take over. She's a Hot Muffler draws off by two. Followed by Ideal Ace in second. A length and a half further back to Bryson into third as they sweep around the top turn. Scrappy Sand, Yankee, Captain, Rockin', LMA, and Settlemore as they race by the opening quarter. Clicked off here in 27-2. They're racing past the stands, and She's a Hot Muffler leads the way by a length and a half. Ideal Ace is second by the same margin. Bryson to this point in third. Moving up on the outside, an uncovered Scrappy Sam, Rockin' LMA is going to need some racing room here. She's pinned in along the rail, moving up on her outside. That is Settlemore, and Yankee Captain rides the tailgate. They're at the half at a good 57-1. Straightening out for their long trek down the backstretch. Rolling right along, She's a Hot Muffler. No excuse today for the old-timer, the 149 pacer, Ideal Ace. Followed by Bryson, who is still with the leaders in third. Next three are all heads apart. Scrappy Sam between horses. Rockin' LMA is nearest the rail. Moving up on the outside, Settlemore from the back of the pack. Nothing today, far back, trailing Yankee Captain by three quarters in 125. Trying to sting the field. It's one of the mares in here. She's a Hot Muffler. She's a Hot Muffler continues to lead the way. Taking over command, it is Ideal Ace. Up on the outside, Bryson, it is Ideal Ace in front. Ideal Ace wins it. 3, Bryson was second. 8, Settlemore third, and 153-3. And there they go. They're off and pacing. Spoxy's Girl between horses. No stone unturned along the rail as they race down the backstretch. Coming up from between horses, Roland Rosnell gets that early call. Roland Roz pacing away on top for Jamal Denson. No Stoned Unturned settled down in second, followed by Spoxy's Girl, who is in the third. Ranging up on the outside might be a long one now for the 4, Caviar Richmond. Rock This Town comes out of the second tier as they side wheel by the opening quarter and a fast 26 4/5. Racing past the stands, Gusty's Trump Card pinned in along the rail. Here is Classy Hill moving up on the outside. Burnin' Rubber is underway. Lucky Chris, very unlucky so far, as the outer tier is already formed as they wheel around the lower turn and hit the halfway point. Roland Roz on top by a length and a half off the halfway point. In 56 4, got a breather after that strong opening quarter. Roland Roz going right down the highway. Driving up on the outside, here comes Caviar Richmond. Along the rail, that is No Stone Unturned. As they move into three quarters, Spoxy's Girl is also underway. By three quarters, it is Roland Roz on top by 2. Fighting back along the rail, No Stone Unturned. Right alongside Spoxy's Girl. Caviar Richmond is up on the outside holding sway. Nearest the rail, Gusty's Trump Card on the far outside, Classy Hill, as they fan out 9 wide on the drive to the wire. Roland Roz brings them on home. Moving up on the outside, Spoxy's Girl from far back. Here is Gusty's Trump Card. And Rock This Town is getting up late. Rock This Town is the unofficial winner with a photograph for place position in 154.